Yo, 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 welcome. Speakeasy After Hour Sesh with your boy Joey Sypher, JB.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, I think we're live right now.
We're live right now?
Not live, but we're recording.
Live, but live.
Past the Dutchie.
Past the Dutchie to the left side?
We got our crew in the building. We got Jordan Fish here. I got T-Stacks, I don't know if the camera can see him. I got Haley Shea behind. I got my boy E back on the cameras, on the ones and twosies, putting it down, and yeah, we're just
everybody's probably wondering what the fuck we're doing right now.
Yeah, what the fuck are they doing? And we got a sesh, y'all.
Speakeasy After Dark.
Yeah, Speakeasy After Dark. It's how we do it. We got a little bit of flour here. We got some Space Dog or Stardust. We got some Obama runs here. We got some stuff
Blue
here.
Unicorn.
Blue Unicorn. The homie rib is right.
Yeah.
And smells delicious. I got some personal stuff here. We got
the Lempire, where it all started from.
Yeah, we got a Lempire here. And yeah, we got a little bit of everything to bring in this wonderful session. We
I'm stoked.
got a J here. I just twisted one up. The homie T-Stacks brought in some wax or some hash, right?
Some old
school hash, and we threw it in here.
Dude, I'm stoked. Episode 1, Speakeasy After Dark. So I guess, as you can see, we can do whatever we want, right? On Speakeasy After Dark. It's for the real fans, the true fans.
Yeah, it's kind of unplugged, like an unplugged situation, unplugged podcast.
Yeah, just hanging out, chilling.
I was rolling that joint, and it kind of took me back when I lived in LA, and I remember. Shout out to my boy E, because he got me out there. He's the one who introduced me to being out in LA and doing the whole damn thing out there.
Dope.
And he put me on game. I got put on, and I went to one of his movies. I was helping him out one time, and opened my eyes and got me to go out there. So shout out my boy E. So I was out there.
Cam?
Yeah.
Still here.
Still here.
Stick to the game
That's
plan.
my boy right there. And
how long ago was that?
Shit.
Just so people fucking
That's probably like
2010.
2010.
2010.
My G.
Still doing the damn thing.
Still doing the damn thing. And so
almost in Cali. I love this.
Yeah, we did the whole thing. I lived out there, went to school out there. We got out there for a little bit before, and they didn't have the dorm situation there, so I had to find my own.
At work, can we say the name or no?
Yeah, so
you won't get pulled down for saying MI. You went there.
Yeah, no. So yeah, shout out to MI Musicians Institute. That's where I did my audio engineering, got my audio engineering degree from, and right off Hollywood Boulevard. So yeah, I stayed in my car for like 2 weeks before it all popped off, and Eric put me on game, kind of where to stay, and Griffith Park, and what's that street name? Los Feliz.
Los Feliz.
Yeah, that's my boy stomping ground. That he put me on game. He was like, "This is where you need to stay, Griffith Park. You do your thing." A lot of people stay there because he was homeless, and you know, he kind of put me on game on how to survive out there. Yeah, and so flash forward, I'm in school, I'm rolling twisted on my joint, and I had an internship. I went and got my own internship before everybody else did their shit. You know, we're hustlers, right?
Okay, I was working on a
And so I twist up my J, and I get out there, and it's 9 a.m. We're doing first day on the job. I was at Nightbird Recording Studio. Shout out to them. They're at the La Cienega Hotel, right in the basement. They do their thing. They recorded like major recording artists down there, like Drake, the Take Care albums, to like CeeLo, the Fuck You albums,
Damn.
to the Damon and Oz joints that they did.
That's a classic. That's our next verse, and we gotta remember to put CeeLo in.
So my first day in, I'm looking down. I'm looking for where to go, and it's like in the parking garage, right? And so I go down to the parking garage. I walk through the parking garage, and there's me and another intern there, and shook hands with them, woo wah, and so we're waiting for the studio manager to get in. His second maybe week, my first day, is we gotta wait for the studio manager. So we get in.
It's the hash part.
Oh shit, it's hitting hard. Put down. So I sit on a little bench. The homie's sitting next to me, and I'm blown, got my medication on. Studio manager comes in, he goes, "Smells like weed in here. You guys smoking?" And like immediately I'm like, "Oh shit, my shirt laundry." Like,
Yeah.
You know, like smelling my shit, like, oh damn, first day on the job, I'm getting him the fuck up. He sees the immediate panic in my eyes and like laughs and goes, nah, I'm just kidding, man. It's because of the session last night. And I was like, oh shit. So we walked in, you walk into like the area, like these doors or whatever. There's a studio A, and then there's like a little office, and then studio B on the other side. So we walked into the office and it had a whiteboard from the night before, and it says Studio A, D Marley / Nas. And I was like, oh shit. And so he goes, who wants
the
to
right T-stacks you can walk
Yes, I would.
It's after dark. It's after dark, it's fine. You can talk to the dog.
And so he goes, who wants to clean A? Yeah. And I was like, I bet. I raised my hand first, and he goes, all right, cool. Joey, go in there and vacuum it. We had to set up the waters, made sure that they were all proper for the next people coming in. Just do all things, because whatever happens in the studio happens in the studio. You know what I mean? Like you can get wild in there. So
super wild.
Yeah, you don't know what you're walking into. So I'm 10 years ago, I'm a younger cat. So I walk in and I'm like,
Catlin doing the damn thing.
yeah, man, like the microphones they were using, the U87s. All you guys out there who are engineers and know about mics, the U87 is like one of the most sought after mics in the industry that they record off of, like really good sound. So there's a U87 right there. I'm tripping out, and then I'm thinking about history being made in this studio. Like Nas and Damian Marley just got down on a session, an all-nighter session, like legit walked into the studio and like smoke coming out still, like stale ass smoke type shit. You know what I mean? Like they just left right before we got there.
That's great. That's legendary.
And so I'm doing the thing. I'm restocking the waters and setting it up. I'm vacuuming and everything. And I'm thinking, I'm like, I was just dumping on that paper. And I'm thinking, I'm like, damn, if they were smoking in here, there has to be like a roach, a nug, something. You know what I mean? And sure as shit, I'm cleaning the little leather couches and shit. Right in between, there's a little piece of joint, like that big. I said, bet. And I do that piece in my pocket. And I was like, I'm saving that for later. So I had the internship. And like at 3, I had to smash back down to, cause I'm in like West LA, like almost Santa Monica area. And I gotta smash, and the distance isn't very far, you can vouch for this. I gotta smash back to like Hollywood area. It's probably like a 4 or 5 mile distance.
It takes an hour.
Yo, it takes an hour to get there.
You've been with me in Cali traffic. In the past, I'm screaming at people.
Yo, I got another story about this I gotta rap to you about. Cause I got some LA stories, my G. So we get there and it's enough time for me to get back to my pad, drop off my whip, and then grab all my books and stuff, and then go back to school. And so me and my little homie would always meet up halfway. He lived like coming down Franklin, and I'm walking from Franklin. So I live off of Franklin and Cahuenga, kind of popular streets in Hollywood and all that shit. So I'm walking down Cahuenga, mind you, I'm sorry. I'm walking down Cahuenga to get to Hollywood Boulevard, and my homie meets up with me. And we meet up on Hollywood Boulevard and make a trip, probably like a mile and a half to the school. And so I tell him, it's my homie Chris, shout out Chris L, Big Beats. This is my homie, dude. He's from Hawaii, he's doing his thing. He's back in LA selling some shoes for Yeezy and shit.
Oh shit, you were telling me about that. Yeah, that's dope.
So I'm meeting up on my boy, and we're walking down, and I said, hey. Oh, and all day long I'm reeking. Like I'm reeking. You know, pour me one of them?
Yeah, I got you.
And my whole pocket's reeking, like everybody can smell it. Everybody thinks it was because of the session. You know what I mean? So I meet up with him and shit, and I was like, yo,
what the fuck?
I got this.
We getting this on camera, me, I'm fishing. Can you open this real quick?
You have to tell T-Stacks to open that. And
Jordan, he been hitting the gym, dog.
oh shit, what's up, man, boy?
Left-handed.
Yeah, left-handed. Well, he left-handed. That's a dominant hand.
Is it?
Yeah, he left-handed.
Oh, you left-handed?
He left-handed. That's
That
just strong
explains a
hand.
lot, dog.
And so we're walking down Hollywood Boulevard, me and Chris. And so I was like, yo, check out this. So I'm rapping to him, telling him where I got it from, woo wah, woo wah. He's like, yo, we gotta spark it. So we sparked it on our way to class.
Gas.
Gassy as gas, but the worst idea in the world.
What?
I was blown, yo. Like, through all my classes, we had like Pro Tools 201 and shit, like in-depth programs, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so you're entering at this time, but you're like getting up and fucking you have 2 jobs though, don't you? Because we passed by one of your jobs.
Yeah,
there.
so
Because school was at night.
School was at night. School started at 5. The internship was like 3 days out of the week. That was like had to be there by 9, and then we were done by 3. And salute. I'm gonna just take a shot.
You want to do your toast? What's your toast that you always do? I just put you
Oh
on the
yeah.
spot.
Here's the love. Here's the honor. If you can't come in her, come on her. Salute. Ah.
Oh.
So yeah.
Woo! Yeah, been a fireball as well.
We're gonna have that in a minute. So I had my internship. I was working at it was like a Hollywood gift, like a novelty store. Remember that, E? When I was working at the Hollywood store? That was cool. And so yeah, I mean, shit was crazy out there, you know what I mean? But that was the loudest weed that I've ever had, was that Bob Marley, Damian Marley shit, Damian Marley Nas shit, whatever. Gas. Gas.
Never mind, I wasn't bringing it up.
What?
I was gonna bring up another one of your Cali stories. You were cleaning up after in the studio.
Oh yeah.
With one of my boys from back in the day.
Yeah, that was crazy, cause so at that studio, shout out Nyberg Recording Studio, they had your boy working there for a little bit. So I was an intern. I was a little fly on the wall, a little peasant, right? Fucking rolling up cords, cleaning bathrooms, doing the damn thing. And so they called me one evening. I was actually on my way to class, and he goes, "Hey Joey, can you work tonight?" And I said, "Oh, I'm on my way to class, man. I think I had like recording theory or some shit." So I got recording theory. He goes, "You know, we got a major session tonight. If you can come down, we need an extra hands on deck. You know, we got a major artist coming through. We need to cater to." And I said, like, I'm walking in class, and I tell Chris, I'm like, "Yo, we gotta go, my G." He's like, "Go, just go, man." So I did. Boom, ran back, ran back to my apartment, got in my whip, smashed to the studio. Right after hours, late. Everybody's serious. I show up and everybody's
on high alert.
High alert. And there's a little phone in the office, because like I said, there's a studio on the east side of the office. There's a little red phone in the office, and that phone rings from the studio. And you know, sometimes you gotta go get them lunch or whatever demands.
Oh, that's the bat phone. That's
the bat phone.
That's
yeah, the bat phone rings.
Phone.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So everybody's waiting for the phone.
Looking at it.
Wiping down walls, you know what I mean? Trying to see.
Acting busy.
Also, I show up, mind you, and you immediately look to it's like a whiteboard. It blocked off Studio A and Studio B, and you immediately look to the whiteboard to see who's in A, because that was the main studio. You look on A, and it says Al Wayne, and I'm like, no fucking way. I'm like, alright, bet it's game time. Like, shit, just stay busy. Maybe he'll come in and out. You know what I mean? So I'm cleaning the walls, man. Like I'm trying to work, like looking busy, like on my hands and knees. Like studio manager comes out, saying, "I like this kid," and I'm going and rewrapping the XLR cables.
Not like this though.
No, not like this.
No, you yelled. No,
so we wrapping this shit. You know what I mean?
That's some bullshit. I literally yelled at for that shit. Like I'm some studio guy. You ain't rapping nothing like this. It's like
wrapping this shit
it's like
proper.
this. It's like this.
Yeah, but you know, proper. But we do this shit proper. Nah, they'll send you home on some real shit. If you rapping fucked up, you gone.
Out.
Like that's a session. You know what I mean? Like that's everything. Like so, if you go in and you have that XLR and you record an A-list artist and your XLR's fucked up because it's pinched wrong, they're gonna try to figure out what intern rapped that last and then boot him because he just fucked up a session. You know what I mean? So I'm rapping chords. I'm staying busy. And I'm down, I'm literally hands on knees.
So is this Lil Wayne's manager that came out at this point and said that he likes you? Or just the studio manager?
Nah, my studio manager from Niagara Recording Studio.
Right,
he was a cool cat. There was a couple cool cats out there. And I'm gonna spark another one of these up. And so I'm literally at my hands and knees, like cleaning the walls, trying to look busy. And Wheezy comes out, right? I just hear the door open.
Weezy, dog. Shout out to my
Shout
boy.
out Wheezy.
One of the coolest motherfuckers
And,
you will ever fucking meet.
He comes out, long dreads, you know, he swinging his shit. I'm no bullshitting, like 10 girls, 10 females, I was gonna say something derogatory. 10 females.
Before he was married.
Before he was married. Come out with him, right? they all come out the studio and they all head to the bathroom, beeline to the bathroom.
Yes.
And I'm thinking, fuck, I gotta clean that bathroom. They're gonna destroy, and the bathroom's not even as big as this room, my G.
We're
Like,
from the Southwest, we know what's going on in that bathroom.
oh yeah, he's getting down, you know what I mean? And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, alright, bet, you know, it's my job, I'm the lowest man on the totem pole. I gotta clean the bathroom when they get out. That's cool, that's what's up. So they do their thing, they're in the minute lit, a little bit giggling, some laughing going on, right? And so Weezy comes out, he laughing, yeah, don't be one of them. And they do their thing, he looks at me, he laughs, he chuckles, he goes back in the studio, cloud smoke comes back out, rap music playing, you know, like beat playing in the background and shit. Liddy, they all go in. So my turn to go clean the bathroom. So I go clean the bathroom, get my disinfectant and the mop and shit, this broom and everything. Residue everywhere, yeah,
Alright.
alright.
We were young. Way past
Coke
statute of
residue.
limitations.
Everywhere,
Early 20s.
everywhere,
Doesn't count.
everywhere,
Yeah.
everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. And
Ceilings.
I said, oh, whoop, got down on some nummies, bro, like, it was
You're
lit
in
out.
school, you're an intern. Liddy. And then you gotta go get. Well, I'll let you.
Yeah, I was up for like fucking 4 days after that.
No, they had to go get raps. I was like.
Oh yeah, so we do that, and then we go back. I clean the bathroom and everything. We go back. The phone rings, and it was hey, go get me a case of blunts, and it was like a pack of lighters. It was like a bottle of like Hennessy or some bullshit. And so they look over at me and they're like,
The intern just carrying like some bullshit.
yeah, man.
All of a sudden, the waster with some bullshit.
Well, not
You had to
because
go to separate stores and shit.
the mission, bro. Like, mind you, it's
1 o'clock.
yeah, 1 o'clock in the morning. You're in LA. You know what I mean? Like, you're like Santa Monica area. But like one quick left turn and you're not in a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you go down Pico. Was it Pico's? Cross reference Pico.
Pico.
Pico. You go down fucking Pico and you're in a bad neighborhood. No bullshit.
Shout out to Pico.
Yeah. So I've been trying to let this drive for a
Joy
minute.
wanted to live off Pico.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
sounds cool.
It's not,
Yeah, I was trying to get us an
Not
apartment there, and she was not having it.
not good.
Shout out to Pico. Shout out to Halo Empire.
So yeah, straight up. So finally, after a couple stops, and a couple of liquor stores, and you feel like you're gonna get robbed at a couple points in life. You know what I mean? You find what you need, and they're blowing you up like, "What took so long? Where are you at?" He's asking. He has no more blunts.
We're gonna send out a search party.
There's no more Hennessy, that type of shit. And you're trying to grab the receipts. Because you're on the studio card, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and he's gonna only remember you not getting it.
Not getting the right rap, or not getting...
Exactly.
Yeah, he wanted peach Optimos, and I could only find them fucking regular cigarellos, regular Swisher Sweets, non-flavored. Can you imagine how much better the Carter 3 would have been? It was a classic, you know what I mean? If I would have found the peach Optimos, how much better that Carter 3 would have been? On some real shit.
Hey,
Show a bit some gas.
LeBron James shit.
Little Fish said, it'd be some gas.
Fucking gas, dog.
Right? If I would have found those peach Optimos.
Man, it'd be some gas. We gotta smoke.
Yeah, but nah, so I had to fuck up and find him some regular ass,
Hey,
plain ass fucking
It's just
Swisher Sweets, non-flavored, because that was all that was open at the time. Bro, I'm damn near
At least you'd have to
Marina
go
Del
chase-
Rey.
At least you'd have to go chase down some backwards.
Think about this. From Santa Monica to Marina Del Rey, I'm finally picking up blunts. Somebody process that for me in their head. Middle of the night, you're driving around. One more turn, and I'm fucking like, what is that, Long Beach right there? Like, right by Marina Del Rey? Yeah, like Long Beach is right there. It's literally liquor store, gun store, liquor store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store, gun store, liquor store, gun store. It's not a good area.
And then the Iranian pizza place. That's why they have a setting. And fucking
So I
Daniel
get
needs
so
me all
worked up.
that.
That shit fucking worked me up, bro.
But great experiences.
Go, great experiences. Shout out.
Experiences.
Yeah, after that, we got scooped up. I got scooped up at
Looks like it
Central
needs to be
Command.
ash, but it's just a badly done pre-roll by
Sorry.
a company we won't fucking say.
Yeah, it's alright.
It's alright.
Yeah, so after Nightbird, I got scooped up from another studio, Central Command Studios, and was doing my thing down there, and one of the owners, his best friend was Marilyn Manson, so I got to hang out with him a couple times and go get them
So
lunch.
dope.
And
So dope.
they called it Pantera bread instead of Panera bread.
Hey, and this
My
dude,
favorite.
on some real shit, we don't have to like look at the camera. Me and you can just like talk to each other, right? We just chilling.
Yeah,
Like it's been a long day. Like we've been going all day, already done podcasts and shit.
Yeah. Shout out. I even got the
Hey!
85 acid wash.
My brother and sister coming hard with the kicks. I did not get the
I'm
memo.
straight
I'm just
chilling
rocking
today.
some Spurries.
I'm straight chilling.
You got the
today.
acid wash dunks.
I got the acid wash on.
She
I
got the
my
ice cream
sweats on.
drip. Air Forces, right?
He's got the ice cream drip.
Ice cream
Air Forces.
drip, Air Forces, looking real
We
fly.
straight chilling.
You got the
chilling.
change in the dart Adidas's. Me and T-Stacks, we just chilling with what we got. Oh, you got Adidas too? I'm the only one? Just rocking some Spurries. Hey, but on some real shit, like we talk about you being an intern, and I just want to bring a little bit back down to reality because it is kind of a get to know you podcast, get to know me podcast,
Sure.
like that, our first one. But on some real shit, while you were interning, you were living at a motherfucking park. Like we were talking about Griffin Park, like you were staying in your car, dorms weren't ready, all that shit. You had
That
to
was
get a
crazy.
job, you had to fucking hit school at night.
Yeah, that was
You're
crazy.
doing these sessions 1 o'clock in the morning, waking back up at 6, going to get that shower,
Yeah,
going to get that bread,
It's literally
doing all that
the
shit.
grind, bro. And I think the reason I grind so hard today and that mentality is because of the mentality out there. The mentality like with people out in LA and like.
The
there's
12
no
years ago
excuses.
LA mentality.
Yeah, there's no excuses out there. You know what I mean? Like you're on the hustle. Like some of the dudes that I seen that I saw kind of like me growing up in this, if you would. Shout out to Ian, all those people that he introduced me, like the Gregory Martins and like the Jarrells and all them, like the Christos, like they were hustlers, dog. And seeing them grind and seeing them out there doing what they were doing, and they were shooting for like the Bay and like their own shit. Wasn't an avenue that I was gonna take, but just seeing that mentality and seeing them hustle and doing script writing late at nights, and we going over and wanting to chill because we're in from out of town, and they're busy. They're in meetings. They're talking to, a good friend of his was Ren. She's a hairstylist and makeup. They're meeting with her and just seeing everybody moving and all the pieces moving.
Grind.
It's a whole different grind. And it opened my eyes, and I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah,
I want to be on that level one day where I'm grinding, I'm moving, I need to make my game around that because
Wow.
those guys
Are
are.
you in trouble?
No, we got camera shuts off. It overheats a little
Uh-huh.
bit, or it's just to conserve its power. It shuts off like every 11 minutes, so I have
Oh,
to
shit.
restart. So try to keep. Maybe what we'll do is we'll cut into like commercial, or maybe show something that you guys talk about, and then come back and start another. 10
Hey, can we,
minutes.
sorry dog, I know it's your podcast, but can we keep everything that just happened? Is the camera on right now?
Yeah, the camera's on right now.
Because we doing this uncut like for real.
Yeah, this
like,
is
we're
all-
just like really sitting here bullshit like if
This
like
is all
we think this is a
uncut.
podcast, right? Like
Yeah.
But the reason I say that is because you didn't only stay a fucking intern. You also ended up fucking getting your degree and doing all this
Yeah,
shit and doing the damn thing. But that grind paid off in life where right now I can tell you your whole schedule. Not just because we're best friends, not because we're business partners, all that shit, but I know 4:30 you wake up. I know 5 you're at the gym. We all know it. Everybody knows my boy's site schedule, right? 7:30 you're home. 8 breakfast, getting ready. 9 o'clock you leave. That whole
You
shit.
get the mushrooms. I got a microdose. 8 o'clock
You got
in
a
the morning.
microdose every day.
So that way, because I
everybody
have to
should
hit
microdose.
at 8 because by the time I hit the shop at 10, I don't want to be peaking anymore. It already wears off. It already works on my brain. I'm already good to go.
Yeah. And we'll get into that probably later in the
Yeah.
podcast. But I just want to ask you. I'm not trying to hijack your podcast. I know I do. I
You
hijack
straight
other
up.
people's shit.
You straight?
But I just want to ask. So going to.
Shout out White Claw. I ain't getting paid for this shit, but I drink
That's
it.
our shit.
This shit's always blowing up.
No, it
Westlake.
says blown up, so we're waiting for.
Westlake.
We were waiting for Date Magazine.
You guys do me
Warranty service, dog.
take
But,
the foam off the mics.
Oh, all right.
Take the what?
Take the foam off the mic.
Yeah,
Oh shit. Yo, is that better?
yeah. Point it towards you a little bit more.
I have a little bit of microphone technical difficulties here.
Yeah, there we go.
Ah.
it's right.
Oh yeah, we've been.
Yeah, way better.
Sorry we're having difficulties, everybody. I'm just trying to ask the host some serious shit here.
My bad.
So, no, what? You're a bad dog. Hey, we bootstrapped this whole motherfucking shit, dog, during the pandemic. It doesn't matter if we shoot
Yeah, at this
shit on our
point-
phones.
At
We
this
shot
point-
fucking 60,000 view podcasts on our phones. We're good right
At
here.
this point.
This is real life.
Yeah.
This is us chilling. This is us doing it. Give the fans what they want to see.
Yeah.
Right,
yeah.
salute to that.
That's what they want to see. They want to see this shit. Right, T-Stacks?
But it's a crazy story. I know I'm your homie, and so it's exciting to me. But on some real shit, like in your car, at the park, hitting the studio, being an intern, cleaning up after artists, going to class, doing your thing, graduating.
Class was crazy, like on a whole nother level, like, cause it was like in depth. You're working with like, in like $1 million studios, SSL onboarding gear, like, you're trying to like work on your projects for like school and everything. I remember, so shout out to E and Cherry Johnson because this story sticks out big in my time. So E hits me up. He's in for the weekend. He goes, "Hey yo, I'm in LA for the weekend. What do you got going on?" And I was like, "Yeah, well, why? I think I got a studio session. It was like on Saturday or some shit." He goes, "Dope." He goes, "I'm gonna go meet up with this actress. I'm gonna go shop my shoe to her." You were shopping a shoe to her, right? To get it sponsored and her on the deal,
High heel
right?
shoes, yeah, we were just
You were making a shoe?
high heel shoes.
Yeah,
for
he
her.
does high heel shoe designs too. Dude, this dude's an artist. Like,
Like,
talented
You're a
fucking
novelist?
Yeah.
Like you wrote a fucking sci-fi book and
I
shit?
wrote a
too?
sci-fi book too. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
We
gonna be.
forget about the sci-fi book.
This guy, like,
Hey,
over the
Eric was
top.
a digital solutions dude for the sci-fi book, bro.
Yeah.
He was
Yeah,
that's
we
like,
should
we'll get into that
record
shit.
it. We could do the voiceover.
Alright, so
stuff.
he's
So-
shopping high heel
so-
shoes 12 years ago.
So yeah, he's shopping high heel shoes. He has an artist that he's working with.
Crazy.
Really dope airbrush shoes, and he goes, "Yo, I'm gonna meet up with this artist. Why don't you go roll with me? And we're gonna go have sushi and have some lunch." And I'm like, "Yo, well, my session starts at 2:30 or 3 or some bullshit.
Always
I was
busy.
like-
grinding.
I got a couple hours, so I'm down." It was like 11. He hit me up 10 or some shit. It's like, bet. All right, so he goes and scoops me up. We're in LA. We're in Hollywood, so it like takes fucking literally exaggerated like an hour to get to Santa Monica. No bullshit. So we
Guys are youngsters from the hood that we came from, everybody, doing the fucking damn thing. These are LA fucking stories, dog, 'cause they just went
So we cruising down, we get to Santa Monica, we go to the sushi joint, we get there about 11:30, 12. I meet the beautiful Cherry Johnson, shout out Cherry, she's wonderful, she's done us so well.
a legend.
Years.
A literal legend.
A literal legend.
People don't even know what
And I'm not even gonna give her credentials, they can look her up, they can look her up, you know what I mean?
Punky Brewster.
Yeah, Punky,
Well, no,
Punky
it was
Brewster,
Google.
you know what I
Yeah,
mean, she's
Google.
family matters, you know what I mean,
But it doesn't matter, she's just charity.
she's great. Yeah, she's just Cherry. So we go and meet her. We sat down. We have some lunch. We eating. They working on the deal. I'm just starstruck. You know what I mean? Like one of my first celebrity experiences with a live person in front of me, and he's working out a shoe deal with her. You know what I mean? So they're rapping. They're getting the whole shoe deal done, and I'm sitting there. I'm like, oh shit. And so now 1:30, 2 o'clock hits, and they're still working on the deal. And I'm not trying to rush nobody. 2:30 hits, and I'm like, "Hey, my dog, like my session's gonna start." He goes, "All right, I don't know. I'm trying to finish it up." You know, she's going back and forth. She has like phone calls. She's busy. She's busy. Like she's doing deals on her, on her thing, and there's a lot of moving parts going on.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm gonna wrap it up. Don't worry, bro. I got you. And so my time into my session. Now the people from my session are calling me, and hey, where you at? Session's up. Where's the engineer? I'm like, I'll be right there. God knows I'm not gonna be right there because I'm in fucking Santa Monica, right? And so I look at Ian, I'm like, yo, my dude, like, I gotta go.
Now I'm hit.
Now I'm hit.
Yeah, hit.
And Cherry looks over, she goes, what do you gotta do, baby? And I said, I got a session. I gotta be in Hollywood now, yesterday. And she goes, take my car. Hi, Eric. And she throws me the keys to her 350, 370Z.
One of the greatest stories there. I love
And so I
this
catch the
story.
keys and I'm like, alright, she goes, just down at the parking garage, level 2, just press the clicker and you'll find it. Literally, like that. And I was like, alright. She goes, I'll roll with E, we'll go down to your session and we'll go crash your session. I said, bet! It's the coolest fucking thing I've ever heard. I got this Latin jazz fusion and these like no-name artists, and they're probably artists now, but they were like from other countries, right? So they're gonna be smitten by it.
Everybody knows Cherry. They're gonna fall in love with it.
So
Now all of a sudden you being late doesn't seem so fucked up.
yeah, right,
You feel me?
right.
Cause you like you still entering
Yeah.
and shit, but now it seems like oh shit, that was for the love of the game. Like
Yeah.
he's doing,
Yeah.
everybody knows.
So she hits me with the keys. I run out. I go like I think across the street was the Target. I hit the parking garage. Go to the second level. Bleep bleep. Find her shit right. And 350Z. I didn't even. Whoa. Cool. I hop in. Start it. Standard. Back up. And I'm hitting Santa Monica now. Now I'm blasting the fucking Hollywood. I call my little brother DZ. Shout out DZ. I love you. I call my little brother DZ.
But they're thinking 350Zs though. You're talking about this. You're youngster.
Oh yeah,
It
it's
first came out.
It's brand new, dog.
Yeah, dog.
You know this shit was
dog.
brand new. You know what I mean? And so
And you
nobody
called
heard
DZ?
about like.
You call DZ?
Yeah, I called you the first person I called. Yeah, hell yeah, you did.
did?
He go, what's up, nigga? I said, yo. I said I'm smashing right now through Hollywood, going through Santa Monica. I'm in the 350Z. I'm in this badass actress's fucking whip. I'm getting down and I'm going to my studio session. Oh, what nigga? Ah, the big pop. Ah,
Huge pop.
rap music
Big
playing.
spot, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm smashing. Shout out Cherry. I wasn't smashing that fast, but I was kind of smashing. I was smashing down. We get to the studio.
Hey, with anything we say, it's reenacted, over exaggerated, and never really happened. Just
Kind of.
Kind of.
So I get to the studio and I pull up right at the front. You can ask me. I just straight pulled up. Security comes out. I was like, yo, we good. I got a session. He was like, all right. By the time it was my senior year, you know what I mean? Like everybody already knows me. So he's like, all right, Joey. So I go in. I go to my session. They all were getting ready for me and shit. They've been practicing rehearsal. And like hands up, like what's up? My buddy Joe Sloan. Shout out Joe. My professor down there, the detective. He what's up?
Detective, that's a good name.
What's up, Garza? Why you late? Yo, man, I can't even tell you real quick. Let's just get down to the session. So we get down, we start recording. This is, mind you, like a, when I say Latin fusion jazz band, there's a lot of moving parts there.
That's not about tequila, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. It's like a 12-minute long song with it's just no words. It's just like
So,
Latin
because
fusion
you told
jazz.
me about this, is this the one where they had to like have 8 mics?
Yeah, it was hella mic'd
It was a
up.
lot.
Yeah, it was a lot of moving parts. So they're doing their thing, and this session is like daunting, right? It's one of those sessions you're like, fuck. And Eric hits me. He goes, I'm on my way. I'm like, oh shit. So him and Cherry walk through. About like 15 minutes later, 20 minutes later, they walk through the building, and she sits down in the session with me, and she's vibing out. And she goes, what do you got? Go in here. And this time the session's over. I'm playing, I think, some of my shit. I have like one of my beats going, and I was like, this. Something that I'm working on. She's like, oh shit, alright. She's like vibing to it. And she says something like, oh, I know how to record. And I'm thinking in my head, oh, that's cute. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everybody knows how to record. And she goes, no, like, I recorded for my brothers all the time. And I'm like, oh shit, like, on something like this? And she goes, yeah, on Pro Tools. Like, this is how you click to save a session. This is how you click a playlist. And like, she's showing me on my own shit, right? And I'm like, damn, like, you do know how to record. And I said, who are your brothers or what? And she goes, well, they're not my real brothers, but I call them my brothers. She goes, you know Dre, the Chronic album? I recorded that. Just mouth drop. I'm like, no. She goes, yeah, just nonchalant. Tripping. She goes, that's how I know how to do these playlists. That's how I do that. And I was like, damn. Super cool. So I'm in the studio with somebody who's recorded history with, you know what I mean? Like we're sitting at the SSL booth, at the SSL board together. So shout out to my people down there. Eric for putting me on. He hooked me up with some dope people.
And still here.
Yeah, he's still here.
The whole fucking crew always is still here.
Yeah.
Jordan, T-Stacks,
and
HSV.
So it's been crazy, man. Like just
remember when we went to visit her for her book signing?
Yeah, that was crazy at the Staples Center, right?
Yeah, I got a picture of you and her. I gotta get.
What? You never told me this. That's dope.
You got a picture together.
Staples Center?
I think it was at the Staples Center. She was releasing one of her books.
Yeah.
I graphic designed her whole book cover and everything, and then she released it, so we went to go check it out.
Yeah.
He does graphic design?
Yeah, he does all that shit.
Well,
I told
why,
you.
why do we do that?
I told you.
Like all this stuff, all the banners, everything.
Why?
I can get them to you for.
Looking at HSV off camera right now, like
Huh.
Nah.
all of a sudden, huh?
Yeah.
All of a sudden, everybody's a graphic designer.
Yeah, he designed the Strix patch. You
Yeah,
guys know that, right?
I designed the patch for the.
Damn history. He designed the patch.
Jordan's stuck.
I'm stuck.
Yeah, yeah, me and you go back. We go back.
Okay.
No, that's super dope, dog. You guys being in Phoenix and shit, like this is all the stories. It's super cool. It's super cool to know people's history.
It's super cool, like the history and like how everything kind of
Fucking
like,
pro, huh?
huh?
You're a fucking pro, aren't you, dog?
Sometimes.
Sorry, this bro carrying it up. Hey, on some real shit.
Yeah, telling that story earlier.
It's
I was
whatever
like,
just
yo,
happened,
I'm
but
high.
everybody just saw that. I fucking froze up. I'm like, wait, we're restarting what? Like, I'm just sitting there looking, and you're like, oh yeah. So after what you just said, like that was some fucking pro level shit.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Pro level shit. This is cool to know where my brother and sister came from, and then Haley going back to or HSV going back to Cali with you and doing all that stuff. Like it's super cool, but the grind fucking paid off. Like that shit that you did as a fucking kid, and it needs to be talked about. It needs to not talked about like to everybody, because I mean, who gives a shit?
Someone moves a little bit east so I can
Yeah, that's
know
fine.
that. Alright.
Like my bad too, dog. I keep leaning forward. I'm sorry.
No, I need you.
It's just cool to know where the hustle comes from.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of.
I mean,
we
reality-
all have that. Like, I think we talked about this. Like, everybody from our generation has that hustler's mentality. You know what I mean? Like,
So our generation was lit.
we grew up a little bit different than everybody
Little
else.
bit
You know, like we didn't have to survive, but like we made it a point to grind to have what we wanted. You know what I mean? Like, we watched all the music videos and all the lavish things that were on the videos, and I mean, like, we wanted all that shit. We wanted the gold chains and the Bentleys and the 22s, and you know what I mean? Like, we wanted that lifestyle as a kid to where we grinded our ass off, and we made sure we get it. I mean, I know I had the fucking lifted trucks.
Dodge.
I had the fucking, yeah.
Wu-Tang.
17, 18 years old because I was hustling. You know what I mean? Like,
Well, that's what
pushing this flower. You know what I mean?
Working in a restaurant as a busboy and shit.
Yeah, I mean.
And in all reality, me and you watch our podcast more than probably anybody else, which is cool. So I just like talking about.
Yeah, I think I got talked shit to in the car when we was on the way to Houston. Oh boy, I was like, "Hey, you watching your own podcast?" And I was like, "Yo, I gotta watch my. I gotta make sure like shit's on point. Like I watch
it's
my
cool
own
that
shit."
we had other people involved today too in the podcast. Like, thank you for fucking kicking it. But it's just it's fucking super cool to people for people to know where we came from. Obviously, they're gonna do the mockumentary.
Yeah.
I feel like when you say mockumentary, it's like it'd be us doing a spoof of something, but it's real life.
A mockumentary.
Are you
Kind of sounds
kidding
funny.
me?
Like, are you mocking me?
Are you mocking
A mockumentary?
You're mocking me, aren't you?
You're mocking the documentary.
Yeah. But it's just, I think, cool to understand the hustle, understand the grind, just even as homies and friends and shit, to know where people came from. Like, it's cool to know Jordan's backstory. It's cool to know T-Stack's backstory. It's cool to know E's backstory, you guys doing that in Cali. Did you close that heel deal? I don't know. I gotta fucking ask you after. Like, there's a whole bunch of fucking shit.
Road rage shoes.
There's a long episode.
See,
with
that's all I'm
Cherry.
saying. We gotta,
Yeah.
like, dude, he's gotta be on your next couch right here. He's gotta
Man,
take
like-
my spot and fucking talk about this shit.
I can even get Cherry on
It's-
the phone with us too.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Straight
Like,
up.
HSV story. Like, everybody has their own crazy story, but 12 years later, we all ended up in the fucking same spot, coming from different backgrounds, doing shit that all ended up mixing together.
Yeah.
Except for
crazy.
Fish, because he was like 12.
Yeah, except for Fish, because you was barely born, my dude.
Yeah.
That's alright, I thought put you on Game IG and make you a fucking millionaire by the time you fucking 30, so don't even trip.
Yeah, don't even trip about any of that. But it's just cool to understand people's backstories. It'd be cool for a lot of the episodes after dark to sit other people here and just
Yeah,
hey,
'cause
where the fuck did you come from, dog?
I think
Like me and you, we put mad hours in together, mad miles in together on the fucking road, and doing all that fucking bullshit, doing versus battles with each other, like all
Yeah.
that other fucking crazy. Not rapping. I don't rap. This dude can rap. I don't rap. pulling up other people's. It kills time on fucking 36-hour road trips and shit.
Yeah, shit be long.
But we put in mad hours together, and
Yeah.
we've had this last 2 years of fucking grinding this out, so we know each other's story, we know each other's background. But even like close homies, T-Stats might not know I was the like biggest incense distributor in the fucking United States for a little bit.
Dick, you don't gotta tell him instance, you can say spice.
Gives me the chills when you say that. It was bad, and it was bad, and it was wrong. People don't know that.
Yo, and on some other shit.
What other shit? How can you go to other shit from that?
So
How do you
okay,
go to other shit?
on
What do you do with this?
that same shit,
Alright.
allegedly, the Mr. Smiley or Mr. Nice Guy spice being retracked to circa 2009, I think it was.
Oh,
And
fuck, bro.
I'm rolling around.
2008.
I'm rolling around smoking blunts of spice, my boy. Like, because when I'm living in Phoenix, and Eric can testify to this, and shout out to my sister, I love you very much. My sister is uptight about smoking weed. She did not let me smoke weed. But if you can purchase spice in the convenience store where it was good,
C-stores?
so your boy was like literally like rolling up blunts of spice back in the day.
So, yeah, I did a lot of chemical brokering back in the day. Dude, the main thing, honestly, even comes back to what we're doing right now. I said this back in the day, and it's
He's not a con artist.
you.
I swear. I swear.
This motherfucker's crazy, dog. This guy fucking pushed this shit, dog, a lot, dog. I said it was bad, dog.
I swear
Like,
he's not a con artist.
it's whatever.
He's a really cool cat. If you get to know him.
These motherfuckers are crazy, dog, and these are my best friends. So anyways, legalize it or I'll synthesize it. That's what we did back in the day. But when we were doing it, and you guys know this also, when we were doing it, it wasn't banned yet. They weren't making it with bleach chips. Our shit.
Bleach chips? What the fuck?
I don't know what they're
smoking?
fucking putting in now. No, when we were doing it, it came from Johns Hopkins University.
It's literally said potpourri on the bag.
JWH18.
My sister's like, I remember my sister sitting down with me and she goes,
John W.
this is
Hoffman.
potpourri. It's not even weed. I'm like, yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's potpourri.
It's weaning me off the stuff I would tell her.
Yeah, then we made decorative sand. Same consistency.
Shit was bad.
Same consistency.
Yo, I straight dosed
Hey.
Eric.
I don't even know how we fucking got that. I'm so glad.
that Mr. Nice
This
Guy
is after
Spider.
I'm so glad this is after the statute of limitations. Shout out White Rabbit. Shout out Lights Out. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, she was like 12 years ago. So fuck
On
statute
some
of
real, yeah,
limitations.
it was stupid. But when I was doing it, it was 100% synthetic THC. We got it from a college. We got it from a scientist. And John W. Hoffman, JWH18. So when everybody hears that, they actually know where it came from. It came
Yeah.
from Syracuse University, and we broke it down and made it legal. But when they started making it illegal, that's when people started doing dumb shit, making it with who fucking God knows what now.
Fucking gives me a stomach.
But I
to
haven't
think
been in
about
that shit in like
dude.
8 years.
Dude, I was hugging the toilet.
Well,
for
awesome.
Yeah,
a
you
minute.
were doing bad.
I was hugging the toilet for a
You're doing
minute.
bad.
I'm
He like
dude,
it's like greened out, but like the spice version.
yeah, dude, that was literally
Oh, bro.
fucking.
I remember
don't
him
think
calling me. He was like, "Yo, I gotta go. They're taking me to the hospital." I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Whoa, chills.
He goes, "Yeah, I can't breathe."
Debo's pigeon coop sweat like I just got the Debo sweat. Shout out to Z.
Shout out.
Where the fuck? Never mind.
Your boy?
Yeah, shout out to John D. Date Magazine.
Yeah, I thought the review was gonna stroll through.
No, they're busy.
Say what's up? Yeah, they
Fucking-
big money.
They've been to Hollywood.
I wanna pack a little bowl of that though. I wanna see what's up.
So pass it to the right.
What else is good?
No, we just talk about all that shit. Bro, honestly, the last like year's been crazy, and so again, from segueing from what we talked about earlier, the grind, the fucking living at the fucking park just to get your way through school and doing that shit.
Yeah, that was rough.
And I think it all built up to this fucking year, dog, because this last year has been intense, bro.
Yeah, and I think
Intense.
just the way we've like you said, the way we grind and the way like we've worked in other situations like the restaurant industry for me, and like how you say like I thrive in those like chaotic situations. I think those
Chaos.
situations
Non-approachable.
molded us for,
Here, I'm gonna do this for Eric. Non-approachable.
yeah, that's me in a nutshell. Non-approachable.
Hit it out.
But like those situations
I
molded
thought
us
that mic just
for,
went into his head.
hey Dick, I'm talking.
My bad.
No, but like those situations, now you made it awkward.
Did you
Thanks.
just actually roll in these things?
No, I'm fucking trying to pack a bowl with the stuff that your boy grew. But yeah, fuck off. I was trying to say something and I don't remember. So you don't get the point of nothing. So thanks for that. What else is in news? Now that you made it weird.
I made it work. We're just gonna.
Um,
You want to take a shot?
yeah, sure.
So that's the
Fireball.
blue unicorn. I don't know if they want their name on
Yo,
camera.
what was
They
that
would've
we
been
smoked
here.
earlier from?
Blue cookies, bro. That shit was fucking bomb.
That shit was gas, dude.
Sandia, dog.
Remember that shit, Fish? That shit was good, huh?
Good old blue cookies.
Yeah, that shit was good.
Super tasty.
Super, super tasty. I haven't tasted anything like that in a minute.
So in the last year, what's been damn, I got the echo stuff.
Well, that tastes pretty good. You don't taste that? Well, HSV in the corner. She want to be seen.
That's cool. Understandable. So in the last year, what would you say? This would be such a crazy fucking question, but we're killing time for our podcast, right? In the last year, what would you say was the craziest shit that fucking happened?
Ah, bro.
And it could do, and you don't have to go popular. This is the craziest shit that could happen to you, and to everybody else, it might not be crazy, but just your personal 5D this last year. What fucking moment do you think was like, what the fuck? How about this question? Let me change the
Okay,
question.
I honestly couldn't answer that question without incriminating myself on some real shit. That's fair, right?
Shout out to Matt Madrid Law Firm.
Shout out to my lawyer, Matt Madrid, because he be saving me on all kinds of shit, and I just thought
Any
about
other
it.
moment in our lives, we would have never had that fucking conversation, but he embedded it in this.
On some real shit, like, some
Okay,
crazy-
okay, how about this? Let me change the question then. What would you say has been the craziest moment in the last 8 months where you're like, holy shit, we're doing this? How about that?
Again, I couldn't make that statement without incriminating myself. I think that's a fair statement to say.
Answer. This is
What's
a real
the
podcast.
craziest non-incriminating thing?
Okay, Fish has a good question. What's the craziest non-incriminating thing that we can say on candid
No,
camera?
I'm just asking you when you were like, oh shit, this is really happening.
Yeah, but it was at a point where there were a lot of variables involved and possibly, allegedly, you know what I mean? Like, shit like that. Like,
Dude, you're making yours sound so fucking cool. Mine's so fucking stupid, dog, compared to like how cool you're making yours sound without even talking about it.
dude!
You want me to tell you what mine was?
Hey, give me an example, please. Enlighten
Not an
me.
example, this
Hold
was-
on.
this
Let me
was-
put my leg up, and it's
Those
story
acid
time.
wash dunks.
Go ahead, enlighten me.
And this is how we are all the time, though, so that's why a good podcast. This is how he is all the time, for sure, for sure. How you see him, that's Sypher all day.
Yeah, just let it go. Yeah. So, here we are.
Taking a shot, dude, this was
That was the video game right there.
That was a video game. Video game character.
Yeah. We started playing the video game, we should definitely get into the fucking video game the next podcast for sure.
Yeah.
Bro, I had a fucking blast. It was our first speakeasy after dark.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a good setup we had.
It's good.
Yeah, we had a lot of good smoke coming through. And shout out to all our people coming through. T-Stacks, Fish, Haley Shay, E on the ones and twosies back there.
Yeah.
We got to know a lot of stories, or a lot about you, a lot about your story. E, the whole crew being here. It's fucking super fucking cool.
Yeah.
I can't wait for people to hit that fucking button, dude.
Yeah.
Hit that fucking
So
button.
a lot of behind the scenes stuff, a lot of the kind of back end of things and how we do things and the little jokes we have.
Mainly just
Because we're always bullshitting, bro. I mean, there's never a dull moment within our crew.
And
no matter
maybe-
what we do.
I think just some good podcast therapy, man. If you guys have never fucking tried it.
Yeah, yeah, it's yeah. I'll have oh, there's a joint in that one.
What?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Hand situation or something.
That's how you know it was a good podcast.
Yeah, it was good stuff. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're gonna take one more here for the people, right?
Yeah, check back for episode 2 of After Dark.
Yeah, episode 2 After Dark. And,
How many other episodes are on the channel, bro? 7?
Yeah, something like that.
To be determined.
Yeah, when this comes out, probably 7 or 8.
Yeah, there'll be probably 8.
Check them out. Check them out from the beginning.
Yeah.
The mockumentary, the life story is coming
Yeah,
out.
we got a lot of stuff coming up, and we're storyboarding some good stuff. Next thing we got to do is start location scouting for all this stuff, and I think we're gonna start shooting like.
Talk about the
around May.
actors if you want.
Oh yeah, we're gonna be looking for actors and.
Well,
holding
you
auditions.
talk about the actors.
All right, so what we're gonna be doing is we need auditions to play, you know, Joey and Jason right here. So we're gonna need actors who are who can act and smoke, obviously, because it's gonna just be realistic. We need that.
Realistic.
So we'll be auditioning. We'll be setting up auditions up here pretty soon, and like I said, we're gonna do a lot of reenactments. So you got to kind of roll with the punches and
Can I take some?
definitely smoke with it. But yeah, stay tuned. We'll be doing that.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that. We got a lot of cool things coming up.
Good fucking man, dog.
We try. Thank you for everybody. Stay tuned, and shout out to the crew for coming through and hanging out with us. Sorry to the Airbnb folks if we were a little bit loud tonight. We're cutting it short, and that's what it is. Later, y'all. Peace out.